Are you guys tired of getting ads on this podcast? Are you tired of it?
Yes.
You're like 10 minutes in and it's a great story and all of a sudden it's brought to you by... No.
No, we're done. We're sick of it.
We have a secret
Yeah, we do.
that we're putting out to you guys.
Right
we
now.
now are releasing, this is massive news.
Uh-oh.
Did somebody say
Big,
massive? We're releasing the full Wednesday episode without ads on Patreon.
No ads. On Patreon, on Patreon, on Patreon.
I don't think you guys get it. The full Wednesday episode, no ads. And on Apple Podcasts, you can also do the same thing. If you sign up, it's $4.99. You will also get Friday's episode ad-free and every Wednesday's episode ad-free. So if you already listen on Apple Podcasts, boom, 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 boom. It's already right there.
Super.
Uninterrupted stiff socks.
All you gotta do is
Are you
swipe your
going to
face.
try talking? I'm an ad. Tell me a story about how you suck feet.
Oh man, I suck feet
Ad.
all the.
I'm an ad.
I really
You're
want.
an ad.
I really.
Not an ad, but an ad.
We have a solution for that, dude.
Plus, you're also getting Friday's bonus episode, which also is ad-free. It's
Ad-free.
2 episodes a week, ad-free for just $5.
That's it. $5. I'm sick of ads. You're sick of ads. Trevor's sick of ads. Everyone's sick of ads. Now we have a freaking result. So go to patreon.com/SipSocksPod, or if you are an Apple user, swipe your face, populates in your catalog. Guys, super easy. And we're going to say it again. Wednesday episode, ad-free. Friday episode, bonus episode, also ad-free. So go.
$5 a month.
That's it.
That's 2 hours plus of ad-free every week. That's 8 episodes a month.
Yep.
Ad-free for $5 a month. We're losing money doing this.
We honestly are. Whose idea was this?
We might even cut tour dates. Psych, we need to plug those.
We have to plug them right now.
You want to just start?
I kind of like just starting, dude.
When a hot woman follows me on Instagram, I go, what are you doing to me? I'm trying to focus on like sketches and crowd work clips. Hey, what about BBL at 7 a.m.?
Can't do it.
On a Tuesday?
There should be a password that you should be able to put in to accept a follow.
I love the follow, and it's just like it'll be because usually they have a substantial amount of following.
Why?
Great personality. two personalities if you think about it, and it'll be like, oh, priority notification. I'm like, what? And then there's links, and you're like, what does this go to? The Palisades Fire donations?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Unfortunately, it goes to a website that, uses a paywall. And I go, I'm not going to pay for this.
But you do sometimes.
I never have.
What?
I'll tell you what, I have paid for it my own time, though.
Yeah.
Reddit.com.
Of course.
Reddit.gov.
Oh, God. Have we discussed that you've never bought an OF before?
Never. Why would I? Life's an OF.
You have to support small businesses.
Yeah, but then, listen, you see these BBLs, ain't nothing small about that business. That's a fucking LLC. For a lickety-lickety.
An S Corp?
For a lickety-lickety. I thought if anybody, that would be for you.
My bad, dude.
Yeah, it's just like, it's too, oh God, man.
Distractions.
It's distractions.
You think they know what they're doing?
I don't know.
I don't think they
dude,
do,
in my head, I honestly think like there would be times where like months ago, like somebody would like follow me or like a video. I'm like trying to pipe, fully forgetting that my whole page is about comedy.
Yep.
Like somebody could just be like, "Oh, that was funny."
That was funny.
And then they like it, and then I'm like, Shh, "That's crazy."
It's crazy how you
How
just
many
like
kids do you
wanna
want to have?
Yeah, it's crazy how
9?
you just want to be my wife right now.
That's it. That's life. I just forget. It's the same thing when somebody like likes your story. You're like, "Oh, that's crazy." So raw or what?
Yeah, because I don't have any condoms.
But I think if a guy likes a girl's story, pipe down. WWE, raw.
100% no other reason.
But if a girl likes a story, what do you think?
So many other reasons.
Yes.
All of the
What
other
is that
reasons,
about?
There's because girls
Guys have one
generally
motive.
aren't up 100% of the time. There's obviously women that are, but men for the most part are up 99.8% of the time, and that other 0.2% of the time is just when they're eating omelets. And that's it.
Omelets are kind of.
Yeah.
You like cut it in half and like the
You
jack
kind of
cheese.
fold it
nuts
like
out.
We've never talked about a Denver omelet one time.
First of all, too hot. Second of all, room temp. Third of all, why are you folding like it's origami? Like it's one of these back in the day.
I know what I'm saying. When you fold the omelet,
Yeah.
it kind of has a flap. Jack just got hard, but it kind of, and if you look at it like this,
Oh my God.
it kind of looks like.
And you put some cheddar cheese in there?
Cheddar.
Yeah.
You're cheddar?
I'm a cheddar
What type
guy.
of Wisconsin cheddar you
I'm
want?
a
cheddar
cheddar.
guy?
So all the cheeses you could put in an omelet to pipe down.
Yeah, or like the Mexican cheese where it's like
Oh, you like a
yellow
little
and
Latina
white.
in there, huh?
You have to, dude. You got to do pepper jack. That's just the Venezuelan lady. Pepper jack.
Pepper jack's too spicy on the. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
get
it-
something. Call them brie cheese.
Brie cheese is good, but pepper jack has a little bite to it.
Yeah, but
So like you're getting.
I
You know
thought
what I mean? The spices.
it's like a fire and ice condom.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
We were talking about
I don't know, but it's
OnlyFans.
I always love those moments where like I can zoom out and be like, dude, all the guys I went to college with are like slamming over Slack meetings. I'm like, yo, what omelet would you?
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
It's great.
It is, dude. I'm having a great time.
It's awesome.
I'm having a
Dude,
great
I
time.
woke up today. I was driving here at like noon, and I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm like, bro,
It's noon.
it's noon.
Dude, me too.
How great is this?
It is great.
It's
it is great.
noon.
It is great, but it's also chock full of depression. So
Oh my god! I was also up to like 3:30 last night getting work done.
yeah, of course.
So if you take the hours and shift them back, we're on the same schedule, just differently.
It's just differently. Yeah.
I'm on Hawaii time essentially.
Facts. We're like vampires a little bit. We're like half a vampire.
Well, dude, it's like I get my zoomies, around like 11 p.m. I'm up. Like I got back last night at like 9. I was exhausted. I go, what the fuck am I gonna make a cup of coffee? I had a bunch of to do. Took a little 30-minute cat nap.
Yo, a cat nap will change your whole life.
Bro, what am I sleeping on? Nespresso pods? I woke up jazzed.
Dude, you woke up jazzed?
Oh, brother.
I love that sentence.
Dude, I've been listening to like, dude, when you're getting older, when you hear a song and you go, man, I don't make music like this anymore.
When did you say that?
Last night.
Oh, shit.
To
What
my
song?
own cat. Like Tears for Fears.
That was sad. Talk about depression.
Holy shit.
What was it? Sorry, what was the song?
But like there was just like an era of music where it's just like so many bangers. Tears for Fears. Do you know them?
I mean, I might know.
Like the song, and then like another group was like easy like Sunday morning.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, holy shit, dude! Like George Michael back in the day. Like all these pull up a photo of like Tears for Fears. It's just two dudes with like the kind of melody. These guys ran through pussy.
God.
These guys ran through octaves and into ovaries.
Well, look
I don't think you heard me.
Go ahead.
Through octaves into ovaries.
Oh shit.
Like just go, top left. I mean, dude, these guys are. I mean,
I'm gonna
whatever.
be honest. I don't think they ran through cootie.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
You know that song though. Everybody.
No.
So
I'm
good.
not saying their music's not great.
But that's life. You see those guys back in the fucking hoedown or the stomp square, whatever the fuck they did, and then you hear them singing, and you're like, oh my god. I mean, just like fucking look up Toto, Toto. Like just some of these guys back in the day. No, bad photos.
Yeah, see, this- dude,
I'm bombing.
What's
This
wrong?
is
Yeah,
this
no,
is like
it's
this
just
is
the
music
hair,
that I just didn't. I didn't grow up. My mom and dad like didn't fucking listen to music around me, so I don't know this stuff. I know the songs,
Dude, just like
but I don't know it.
So what did you listen to in the car with your mom, like
Like,
driving you somewhere?
Dog, I'm not shitting you. Like kind of nothing. She'd just be yelling at us. That's some East Coast shit where there's no dad and
I
you
hate
just
the
get yelled
song
at.
Next.
Huh?
I hate the song Next.
Oh yeah, please. And she'd always just like try to hit us.
But just like
That would be the music. It'd
like
just be our
that type of,
kneecaps
like-
getting fucking hit.
Like if you see like George Michael back in the day, like just like that type of like look and that type of music. Oh,
Yeah,
you
George
think,
Michael goes in,
You
dog.
think the Sway House guys get pussy? These guys.
Well, here's the crazy part: is there was like 10 of those guys. Now there's 80 kabillion. There was 10 of those guys with a fucking army of hoes just coming to suck your dick.
Goddamn.
Michael Blaustein yelling about feet, doing stand-up comedy. Dude, I'll tell you where I'm going to go. March 26th, Huntington, New York. March
of it.
27th, Huntington. Oh, sold out. March 28th, Providence, Rhode Island. March 29th, Boston. We added a show. April 3rd to the 4th, Houston, Texas. April 5th, Dallas, Texas. April 11th, Las Vegas. April 12th, San Diego. We added a show. April 25th, Columbus. We added a show. And then I'm just going to run off some dates. Indianapolis, St. Louis, Sacramento, Boise, Tacoma, Birmingham, Huntsville, Nashville, Milwaukee, Rockford, Charlestown, Atlantic City, and Brea. Go get tickets. BlogComedy.com. That's BlogComedy.com. Mr. Wallace.
Guys, the tour starts tomorrow, March 13th. Thursday, Vancouver, British Columbia. Seattle the next night, March 14th. March 15th, Eugene, Oregon. March 21st, Indianapolis. March 22nd, Detroit, Michigan. April 10th, San Antonio. April 11th, Houston. April 12th, New Orleans. April 25th, Madison, Wisconsin. Hot women. April 26th, Minneapolis, Minnesota. May 1st, Cincinnati. May 8th, Toronto. May 9th, Pittsburgh. May 10th, Buffalo. May 29th, San Diego. May 30th, Anaheim. June 12th is Milwaukee. June 13th is Chicago. June 26th is Richmond, Virginia. June 27th is Bensalem, somewhere in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one of the three. And then June 29th, they're wrapping up the tour in Washington, D.C. at the Warner Theater. Go to trevorwallace.com for tickets. I'll see you there. Much love. Promo code oh, fuck. This ad is brought to you by Mando, M-A-N-D-O. Are you tired of smelling like shit?
Yes.
Then use Mando. It's literally, dude, 72-hour odor protectant. And it's the only time I've ever used a product and I go like I'll smell my skin because they have a bar soap that I use. I was like, bro, it's a bar soap. How could it be? Incredible. I will later in the day, still there.
Buddy, full body deodorant, okay? None of this only underarm crap.
Dude.
Full body, and I don't know about you guys, we travel a ton, okay? We throw it in our freaking suitcase, and just all day, you don't got to worry about showering. Showering's annoying, okay?
Ugh.
Mando.
On, hot, smell, weird. I'm hard. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Dude, so the products they have full body coverage, full body deodorant, which you can use for arms, pits, feet, neck, whatever.
Balls. You're a ball sink?
Dude.
I know.
I don't think so, but sometimes.
Sometimes when I play paddleball outside in August.
Yeah, you go for a nice hike to the mailbox. I don't know.
Yeah, awful, but not with Mando. That's why we use it. That's why you guys should too, dude. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone, dude. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle, gross, odor level is a 5 out of 10. With Mando, the average grundle odor is 0 out of 10. You heard me, 0 out of 10. That's why it's America's #1 whole body deodorant, okay? So go get it, okay? You can find them in Walmart, Target, or other retailers across the country. For the best details, just go to shopmando.com, dude. So, Mando Starter Pack is a perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code SOCKS at shopmando.com, SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Shopmando.com, SHOPMANDO.com. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Goddamn.
I was listening to that last night, 11 p.m., trying to defrost a fucking chicken.
A whole chicken?
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, I'll kill myself trying to defrost something. I don't know, the second you hit defrost button, it's like, enter the weight. Why the fuck would I know that? Who knows this?
No one.
Ted Bundy's like, I don't even, what is this, an ear? But I'm just in the kitchen by myself, shirt off, headphones on, trying to defrost chicken. That's manhood right there.
It is, and your cat's looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, dude, I was giving my cat some chicken, but bulk up.
Did you get?
Absolutely.
Hold on. Are you allowed to? Are you allowed?
I think if it's bland,
really?
You know,
you
as long as it doesn't have any sriracha. Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
these motherfuckers used to eat on pigeons. They still do.
This is the dumbest question I've ever asked. Are cats like from lions? You know how like wolves they turn into dogs?
Yeah.
So the lions turned into those little things? That it can't be right. Like,
but
where
think about how small Gigi is, and Gigi,
goddamn,
she's from
a wolf.
Yes,
but in my head, there were still like there were still house cats, or whatever that size, like back in the day. They used to worship cats, right?
Yeah, like back in Egypt, the cats were like on a pedestal.
Gods.
Yeah.
So they're not from lions, but other big cats. They don't say specifically, but
Barstool. But point I'm getting back to.
Yeah.
I in my head I go, what music now makes me feel that way? Some does, but like
some R&B makes me fucking feel.
Dog. Oh,
my
what is that?
God,
what is that? What are they putting in music back in the day?
Bro, I don't know, but some dude, you put on some fucking like some her shit. or
Her's great.
oh my god, or some how do you pronounce that dude? Giveon.
Givion's incredible.
Literally,
Bro, I discovered
turns
Giveon
my dick into a vagina.
and then fucks itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Denver omelet.
Yep.
Givion's incredible. I discovered him a week after a breakup, and I was like, oh, I'm about to put this album in my ass.
Yeah.
Like all my Spotify, like
All of it.
you know how sad your year was based on your Spotify Wrapped. If Givion's top 3, holy shit.
Fuck, dude.
Call
Yeah.
BetterHelp.
I mean, twice.
Help
Literally
me.
call him twice with 2 different phones.
Yeah.
But he makes that motherfucker makes me feel, and any of that older R&B shit just.
Do you like Leon
fucking-
Bridges?
Yes.
Leon Bridges is
You put
great.
on Leon Bridges, dude. I will
That'll
kiss
make
a
you feel
man
something.
and not even care.
That'll make you feel something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Who's the not fuck, I'm blanking on the dude's name. Khalid.
Khalid?
What is it? Khalid?
Khalid?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Miguel is my favorite.
Oh, Miguel
His
too.
voice- his
Dude,
voice,
Miguel has the
angel.
funniest song ever. Have you ever had it's called The Pussy's Mine?
Yes.
Have
We
you
listened to it on the show.
Oh,
That
have we?
Pussy is mine.
It's
Great
so funny.
Why,
dude.
why did we stop rapping about pussy? Why did we stop singing about it?
We don't. We didn't. Every song's about pussy
Yeah,
or,
but like
or rims.
melodically, rappers be like, I'll be fucking a bit.
Oh.
But like, when was it? Like the last time? Like,
Yeah.
her labia screams in the night.
Can I
don't
pitch
even-
something to you? Why it
Please.
makes you feel extra? Because I think it's nostalgia when you first listened to it as a kid. Because didn't your parents listen to a lot of music
Oh
around the house?
yeah, that
Yeah.
and GTA radio.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause but I think it's like extra for you because it puts you back to when you were like 10 or whatever, and your dad would put it on, your mom would put it on.
Yeah.
You know, when times were simpler, you didn't have to worry about fucking T-Mobile bills and Plan B pills.
I also feel like songs were. Are you a rapper? I also feel like songs now are like, all right, get it in a minute 30 to 2 minutes. Boom. These were like 6 minutes, and they would take their time.
Right, dude.
They would take
You
their
could
time.
live
Just
in-
fucking
you could
like,
live into it. Yeah.
What's that? Summer Madness? Is that a song? Cool in the Gang? Holy shit.
Play that
Holy
for a second.
shit.
Do I know if I know
Cool
that
in the
song?
Gang is it Cool in the Gang? Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. I fucking like that type of music. Dude, this intro is unreal. It's I want to get a red convertible and drive past my old ex's house with a boombox. They take me back. I don't even know where
Good.
she lives.
You could.
God, those dudes really used to pull up with a fucking radio out front of somebody's house and be like, take me back, and then would just play Elton John.
Yeah.
You cheated on me.
Yeah, you'd throw rocks. She'd open the window with another dude in there.
You're just out there. What?
Yeah. Well, there's no
You
texting.
fucked my best friend.
There was no texting. That's the problem.
Right, but like, so funny. You're like, hey, I know you don't like me, but what about this song? You're like, all right. The
Yeah.
song maybe got them to open the window because like, oh, is it a block party?
Oh, right.
Do you think people are fucking off block parties?
100%. Because you're really close to your house. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, here's a chicken wing. Here's my cock.
Same size meat.
Dark meat.
So how do you think like the new generation gets their girls back? So like we
Snapchat.
had, yeah, it's just Snapchat.
I'm serious.
I literally think you
mixtapes.
DoorDash somebody a Wetzel's pretzel and a half a wilted flower.
and it works.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I don't know.
if you get it, like, you
I think
show
I'm
up in
asexual.
you said you're asexual?
What does that mean?
You
You
don't,
don't like anybody?
yeah, which is,
Dude, I don't even like myself.
buddy, well, here we go. Here's the thing, though. Dude, if you're asexual and you're not successful, you're an idiot. Dude, you have no horniness towards anything. Sexuality is not fucking you up. Like, you don't want to fuck nothing.
You're
You go
just
through
existing at a
nothing
Dippin'
does
Dot
anything
stand?
for you,
Yeah.
and you don't own Google. The hell's your problem?
Yeah, I think to be asexual, you have to be like a trillionaire. You have to be like, I've ran through the amount of pussy out there.
Oh, you
I've
think?
done it all.
Yeah, you think you'd like go down that route?
Well, it's the
Route,
same thing
bro.
when like you get too famous, and a lot of these guys get so famous, and then they get really gaudy. They get really like, all my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and you're like, yeah, you did it all. You're like, I've GTA'd my entire life. I have every car I want, any chick I want.
Yeah.
I need a higher power, and then they go gaudy, and then they're getting head again in a Bugatti.
That's a fucking
Now
line.
we're both rappers.
I would say, and maybe we've talked about this before, I think if you get to that level, everyone looks up to you like you are God, and you need a reminder that you're not God. You need something that's bigger than you, because you are so big
Yeah.
that you're like, let me find a higher power so I can have some equilibrium.
God damn.
This podcast is sponsored from our boys at Golden Nugget Online Casino. Dude, take your first spin with confidence at Golden Nugget Online Casino. New customers, we're backing your first 24 hours of play on slots with a 100% loss back offer up to $1,000 in casino credits. That's right, you win or get all your money back in casino credits on your first day. It's that freaking simple, okay? It's the perfect way to jumpstart your game and experience the thrill of our top slots.
Don't miss out. Secure your 100% loss back with a minimum of $5 net loss and start spinning today. Use promo code STIFFSOCKS, one word, STIFFSOCKS, and get started at Golden Nugget Online Casino.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Lost back for 24 hours. Up to $1,000 in non-withdrawable casino credits that expire in 168 hours. Terms at goldennuggetcasino.com/promos.
God damn. Because dude, when you're fucking beat,
Nobody's bigger than God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No one's bigger than God, unless you're Ye.
Or you pick Satan. You either pick God or Satan.
Yeah, or Scientology.
Yeah, but I feel
Satan.
like 90% of these celebrities who like endorse like the Satan ways, or they come out on a red carpet wearing a devil, like a dress or a gown or like horns. And once they're in the green room, they're like, yeah, it's just for publicity.
Yeah, they don't believe in it.
They don't.
I
I'm
want
be
to
like, cool, what's the last time you drank blood? They're like, I had beet juice this morning.
Close enough.
Fucking idiots.
What did you say? Oh, sorry.
No,
Everything's for clicks.
Everything's for clicks. But
if I'm going to a red carpet, I'm wearing a Miata. Like, everything's for clicks. Trevor Law is seen at the Golden Globes wearing a Miata. Oh, great. Clicks, views. Now my videos get more.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to wear other men. I'm going to walk around wearing like 4 different men.
Ted Bundy did that.
He wore men?
Pretty sure.
Oh, skinny me?
Am I mistaken? Bro, Casey Anthony's back online.
Casey Anthony's back. I don't know why.
Okay, first of all, do you know who Casey Anthony is? Or is this pre-Jack?
I sort of know. I don't.
I mean,
I just know she like killed her kid, unalived her kid.
Yes. And got away with it.
Didn't she drive her car into the water? Am I misremembering this? That's what I thought happened. That's why I made the boat joke and no one laughed.
She left her kid at home while she went to party, and her
she's a piece of shit.
Like face down in the pool. And so and then there was and then she tried to hide it.
Oh right, that's
what other employees and
what I saw was she didn't report her daughter passing for 30 days.
Exactly. Yeah. She,
bitch, what is this, Spotify premium trial? Get the fucking cops on the phone, you horrible woman.
But she never got charged for it. She ended up getting charged for just lying.
And her father helped her cover it up.
Is her father in jail now?
Dude, no, parents be like ride or die. The Brian Laundrie documentary on Netflix.
Did you see the fuck my kid to death?
Okay, this is taking a turn.
I killed someone. Cool. Okay. I'm calling the police.
Right. In the Brian Laundrie documentary, the mom writes a letter, and in the letter she goes, "Please burn this letter after." Do you guys see that?
I didn't see the ending of it.
Well, it doesn't end well.
Well, yeah.
Imagine you just watched 2 episodes. You're like, oh, what's this about?
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, the vloggers?
Yeah, this is great.
I love YouTube.
Yeah, maybe
the mom
some pointers.
So, Brian Laundrie.
Is his last name Laundrie for real?
Yeah.
I hate this guy.
Well, there's a lot of reasons you should hate this guy. You should hate the whole family. The main reason. But like people were protesting up front with signs and it said like rotten pile of laundry. And I was like, that's pretty good. The pun.
Yeah.
People make a pun out of anything. I made a career off it. Anyways, the mom writes a letter to Laundrie. The mom writes it because he unalives his girlfriend in some national park and then calls the parents to be like, I don't know what to do. Can we get an attorney on the phone? And then he comes home. He's home. Sure. And the mom writes a letter and like puts it under his door. It says like burn after reading. It's essentially like, I will protect you for whatever. Like if you need a body buried, I got you.
Hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I ask a question? I'm so
please.
Sorry.
This is a True Crime podcast.
Dude, I'm down. So, because I haven't finished this. Did his mom write that letter or her mom? Brian's mom.
Brian called his parents, was like, hey, I did this awful thing. I don't know what to do. Can we get an attorney? Yada, yada, yada. Then he flees back to Florida where his family is, and he's staying in the house.
Yeah.
And he's just in the house, and the cops at the door like, can we talk to your son? They're like, I don't know what's going on. Our son.
Our son? It's up in the sky. I don't even have one.
Yeah, no, they were playing it so bad. They're like, I don't know. They're like, is your son here? Like, I can't confirm or deny it. Get off my lawn.
Did
Are
they
you
really
dumb?
say that?
They said a bunch of stuff like, they're like, we're attorneyed up. You can talk to him if you want, which is like so obvious.
Yeah, because
If I'm a parent, I'm like, yeah, let me get my son out here. You fucked up. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Here you
also,
go.
but also, excuse me, if you didn't do it, I would be in front of everyone being like, bitch, I didn't do this.
Well, all the
Aberrate this idiot.
Yes, all the parents wanted, especially was Gabby's parents, was just like some confirmation. They were like, is Gabby here? Because the guy's back and the daughter hasn't responded in like 10 days.
Can I ask you another question?
Please.
Did he just like leave the van there? Like where
The van was at the house.
Oh,
They see. So I mean, dude,
walk
it's
me
a
through,
messy story. It's a messy story. And this guy thought he was like a genius. He tried to like frame everything. They're out camping. They're in a van. He does this heinous crime.
Yeah.
Then drives the van back to Florida. But like he was telling the police that he like flew back or something, or was texting that was flying back. So the van's there, and then Gabby, his girlfriend, is not there. And the cops are like, is Gabby here? And they're like, we have a lawyer. We don't want to talk.
Yeah, Gabby, who's that?
Yeah, I mean, so dumb. Just like,
So,
I mean, the whole family cooked.
excuse me, he did the heinous thing in the mountains and just like left her in the mountains?
Yeah. Where it gets crazy, he goes home. He's literally in his home. There's like people protesting everywhere. The mom writes a letter. It's like, please burn after reading. It's essentially like, I will ride or die for you. If you need a body buried, I got you with a shovel. Blah, 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 blah.
Holy fuck.
After there's protesters in front of the house, he somehow leaves. He goes hiking somewhere to, I think, take his own life.
Oy vey.
And then the parents help the cops go looking for their son. The parents are like, yeah, he's gone. We don't know where he is. Let's go help find him. And within an hour, they find him. In an hour. I can't find an iPhone charger in an hour, but you know exactly where your piece of shit son is? The parents were in on everything.
Okay.
The parents,
That's
because
insane. Yeah.
picture this protester in front of this guy's house for a week.
Yep.
Blah 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 blah. Brian goes missing. They call the cops and they go, "Hey, we'd like to report a missing person. It's our son." And they're like, "Wow, we don't know where he is. Maybe he's at his favorite hiking trail." They go to his favorite hiking trail, and within an hour, they're helping the cops look.
Okay.
And then they go, fuck, there he is. Waka waka.
Now I'm putting all those pieces together. I'm
himself.
so sorry. So the parents knew that he was gonna go off himself?
That's crazy.
Or do you think the parents did it?
I would hope my
No.
parents would try to get me to like go somewhere, like get me a passport out of
said-
the country.
Or go to jail. Like all these
Well,
kids, dude, the moment my kid tells me he does something, I'm be like, dude, of course I got you. I'm gonna shut
I got
the
you,
door
man. Yeah,
and
yeah.
call the police immediately.
Yeah, let me go get you some lemonade. Hi, 911.
Get this
SWAT
fucking
team.
murderous idiot out of my fucking house.
I think he told his parents he was like gonna go on a hike to relieve himself. And I'm like, yeah, but when you're in the bedroom here, you're like, okay, what do we think's gonna happen? So he goes
To relieve himself is hilarious.
or like, I'm stressed,
Yeah, I'm
and then
stressed, yeah.
jerk off. So he goes to the mountains and takes his own life. But his parents found him so quick. It's like that's where everybody is like pretty much in on it.
So your suspicion is that the parents knew where he was going to unalive himself.
Yeah.
Gabby's parents sued his parents for emotional distress.
Good.
Yeah.
Dude, the parents were like, I mean, I'm surprised they're not in jail for like, what is it?
They gotta be an
Holding like a
accessory.
fugitive or something?
An accessory for
Yeah,
murder.
hard.
Yeah. They literally like, their son who did it is in the house and the parents are like, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get my Postmates.
This is crazy. What's my Netflix password?
Yeah. And then the son goes missing. They called the cops to be like, we can't find our son. Like they thought that they would like do that to be like, we don't know where he is. They thought that was their version of being like, yeah, now we got to join this manhunt.
Fuck, dude, everything's fucked. I mean, real talk. If your son goes home, say your son's 22, goes home, he's like, listen, Dad, I just murdered somebody. What are you doing? Are you saying I'm gonna?
Yeah.
Are you like I'm gonna help you?
I think I would calm them down and be like, yes, hey man, that's life, take tonight off, I'll get you a fleshlight, some Dominoes. I'm calling the cops immediately. I don't want a fucking murder in my house.
Immediately. I'm gonna be like, first of all, bro, you're getting blood on my fucking carpet. That's one.
Yeah, I mean, you're an insane person. Like, whether that's your son or not, it's like, yeah, man, I still will love you, but just from behind bars.
Of course, I'll call you a few times.
Yeah.
I'll send you some nudes from mom.
What the fuck? I'll turn your room into a
BDSM center. I don't know. I didn't have another word.
Yeah, but
I'm immediately calling. Goddamn.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Stash. With Stash, there's no more confusing, frustrating gatekeeping to keep you from investing. Stash isn't just an investing app. It's a registered investment advisor that combines automated investing with dependable financial strategies to help you reach your goals faster. They'll provide you with personalized advice on what to invest in based on your goals. If you want to just sit back and watch your money go to work, or you can opt into their award-winning expert managed portfolio that picks stocks for you. Stash has helped millions of Americans reach their financial goals and starts at just $3 per month.
Don't let your savings sit around. Make it work harder for you. Go to get.stash.com/socks to see how you can receive $25 towards your first stock purchase and to view important disclosures. That's get.stash.com/socks.
Paid non-client endorsement, not representative of all clients and not a guarantee. Investment advisory services offered by Stash Investments LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk and investments may lose value. Offers subject to terms and conditions.
Goddamn.
I don't even know how we got on this topic. I think Casey Anthony.
Casey
But yeah, the fact that the parents were like ride or die.
And here's the thing. And a lot of parents are listening right now and be like, we have a parent in the fucking place. So let's say one of your daughters, she won't because they're awesome. But let's just say they in high school, they met a wrong group of people and they got fucking sidetracked. They started believing in goblins. And then when they're 22, she comes home. She goes, listen, I just off someone. They're in the woods. Are you helping?
I would pretend.
Ask your mother.
I would pretend to help for sure.
You would what?
I wouldn't get killed. I would pretend to help.
Yes,
her first,
yes.
I wouldn't get killed.
Yeah, good.
And I'd probably turn her in.
Yeah, turn
Yeah.
that idiot
It's
in.
like
Not
it's
that
like
she's
when
an
they're
idiot.
trying to walk somebody off a bridge, or when they're trying to pull them back down. They don't yell at them like, get off the bridge. Like, hey, listen, come down here. We have crazy bread down here. Like, whatever you need.
Yeah, we have a Groupon to a massage.
Yeah. I got your favorite Rocky Road ice cream. Come down here.
Like
Come
this Dodge Charger is yours. Look at this
Dude,
Dodge Charger.
Do you think anyone's ever got anybody off a bridge with like tits? Like,
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Licky.
I mean, of course.
But then the second they get down,
their cootie.
handcuffs.
Yeah.
So you got to go that route.
It'd be so funny if the guy still thought he was going to get fucked. He gets in handcuffs. Like, oh, hell yeah, I like it rough.
Yeah,
You're
hell
going to prison, dog.
Yeah, nice. Lock me up. Like, no, we are.
Yeah.
Here's a philosophical question: Should
From you?
should you have to pay for your child's crimes if they can't convict them? Say he
Well,
killed
what do you mean,
himself.
sorry?
So he killed himself. He can't go to jail. Should the parents have to like spend a year in jail for
No.
raising a shit kid?
No. Well, I see your point.
You
Depends
should have
on
to
how
do
bad they are.
something.
Yeah, community service.
No.
Well, are you an accomplice? Are you helping them?
No, it's just you raise a shitty kid.
Oh, well,
Here's the thing, dude.
you're probably not living a great life if you raise a shitty kid like that either.
Well, I mean, or you're living a good life and you aren't giving your kids the amount of time because you're in fucking Bangkok getting fucked by like ladyboys because you're on a business trip. And what else do you do on a business
tuned
trip?
out and zoomed in at the wrong time. I was like, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, it's
No, to answer your question is no, I don't think so. But like, there should be, and I'm trying to work this into as a bit, but there should be like laws to like protect you or give you the okay to have kids. It's fucking crazy that we can just willy-nilly
you should have to apply to have kids. Where you're
That's
like,
what I mean.
what's your hourly schedule look like right now?
Yeah, they should be able to turn.
Same with dating. Hi, do you want to date? Yes. What does your schedule look like right now for the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any time? Cool, I'm out.
I'm out.
Oh, you have too much time? I'm out. Why do you have too much time?
Yeah, no one likes you. I think the government should be allowed to turn on or off your sperm.
Yes.
Off.
Cum gate.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I put that documentary on. I was like, I'm gonna watch first episode. I watched all 3. It just like, it's fascinating seeing how these people think. Like Brian was texting Gabby's phone so that like there was a trail being like, hey, honey, I love you so much. I'm hiking back. I'll see you. And then would go on her phone and be like, oh my God, I love you so much. But like,
This guy doesn't understand how technology works.
well, also,
This guy's an idiot. It has
Absolutely.
To ping, it has to ping on fucking different cell towers, you dumb fuck.
well, also, he was doing it instantaneously back. So it's like, he sends a message and then will respond himself. He sends like to,
no one texts like that.
well,
Like FaceTime himself. Hi Hi, Gabby.
But like, you're seeing a guy have a mental fucking breakdown.
Yeah.
And it's just, you're like, and then they get the detectives in there and they're like, this cell tower, this tire tread. It really is fascinating. I see why like true crime is such a big, I don't even know, just entertainment with this podcast and shows. It's just like fascinating because then you're doing the same thing. You're watching, you're like, why the fuck would he do that? Why would he text?
Yep.
It's the same thing like when you watch like The Bachelor and you're like, man, why didn't he go for the triple Fs?
Yeah.
It gives you something to yell at.
Oh yeah, but
like Nora was great. I haven't seen it, but like, you know, I can't yell at this movie because it's a movie. This was people's life.
Yes, but you can yell at a movie if this fucking sucks.
That's true.
If it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this plot?
Yeah.
Act
like in
one
Saltburn,
sucked.
when he's licking the tub, me next.
Oh my God, yeah. I had to leave the fucking theater to get some cum out.
So Casey Anthony is becoming a legal advocate and launching a Substack newsletter.
Launching?
Yeah.
A legal advocate. You're fucking doing cocaine and eating hot dogs at a goddamn local watering hole while your daughter's in a watering hole.
Oh no, Michael.
Isn't it crazy that everything comes back to a paywall once you get like a little bit of fame?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Substack is like a paywall.
Yeah. It's
Substack?
writing and
Yeah, it's
articles.
like a writer.
Pay for words?
yeah. She's aiming to provide tools and resources for
For
people
what?
facing legal issues.
Facing what? Down?
She's probably the one to go to, like, oh, I just killed my husband. What do I do? And
No, but she's not though, because she got caught.
I mean, drop the OF instead. What are we doing writing words on Substack?
Yeah.
We're in the same world as the Rizzler and Casey Anthony coming back online.
And Elon Musk.
Dude,
What is that?
Yeah.
The
He's trying to be like
Rizzler and Elon Musk is the same species. How the fuck is that real?
and we're just trying to post sketches and crowd work clips to compete with that. Imagine you post a video and then all of a sudden Elon Musk is like, cool, chainsaw. And you're like, what?
Yeah,
There's too much to compete with.
Yeah, I mean, there's
There needs to be tiers.
Yeah.
There needs to be like a lunatic app, which kind of acts, but it's just like an app where like, this is the craziest stuff you'll ever see. Because if I'm posting sketches and crowd work clips, I don't want to compete with that type of stuff.
Well, I think the algorithm sort of does it for you. Like the people who want to watch that stuff,
that's
who
true.
doesn't want to watch like lunatic stuff, they'll just the algorithm will be like crowd work clips and that type of stuff. But yeah, dude, I hear you, man. There's just a lot of insaneness. That's
You open your phone, you're like,
news.
now there's this.
Yeah, a helicopter crash. What's happening? Why? Can I say this? Everything doesn't need to be reported. How about that?
Yeah.
How about everything needs to be reported? Let's go back to Walter Cronkite. Gave us 6-bit of. He was a famous dude back in the day, the fucking news reporter guy. It was like 2 of them in the whole world. Walter Cronkite was one of them. This motherfucker talked about 6 things. And that's what happened in the day's news. Now we're talking about Casey Anthony, a fucking chainsaw, and there's going to be locusts in 2 years. What the fuck? Give me 6 things.
It's just too much going on at once. You open your phone and you're just like, how are we here?
Everything's screaming.
Yes.
There's one cute cat video, one video about a puppy kissing a baby, and then it's just a nightmare. Beheading videos.
It just like desensitizes you for like your day. You wake up, the first thing you see, I don't really scroll X a lot, but sometimes I will if I'm uploading. I mean, it's just horrendous stuff.
I can't even get on that app.
Goddamn.
And you're like, and I will watch it because I'm like, there's no way that they're going to post and show this. And you're like, well, it's literally worse than live leaks. It's like
No, it is.
the worst stuff you can ever see. And then like a funny meme. And you're like, this is just desensitizing me to life.
Dude, it's like a bear is like driving a Toyota. It drives into a group of people in Tel Aviv, and then the next thing is like someone's head getting chopped up. The next thing is war, and the next thing is like a cat going like meow and eating ice cream. And you're like, cool. And then the next one's like a girl with 9 tits. I am a human being.
I did like that one. Yeah,
That
but it
was great.
desensitizes you because now you're at a fucking coffee shop and your girlfriend's like, how's your matcha? You're like, I just saw somebody get beheaded.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And she's like, are you listening? No.
You're
I haven't
at
listened in
supper with
6
your
weeks.
family?
Yeah.
How was your day at work? My head hurts.
My head is so full of just heinous and breasts and crowd work clips and fucking Luka Doncic highlights. That's it.
You got to get back on porn.
I honestly, I've never felt better. At least there's some room for more basketball highlights.
There you go.
Guys, speaking of psychopaths,
Yep.
did you see that Ariana Grande says she goes to a clinic to get her mind erased?
Say this again. First, I was on a clinic. It's called Scientology.
Do you want to listen to it?
Is she turning into a beetle?
She's turning into something.
What? Wait.
No, like not like the band, like an actual beetle.
Wait,
You told me you're not going on tour anytime soon. Eternal Sunshine, you've said the deluxe edition is in the can. What's the next step? What do we got?
The next step is the next step. It means it must come out. You know, it's been.
Do you have a release date?
You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at
This is
Brighter
no
Days,
different
when
than
they do
Shaggy
the
saying, "It
memory
wasn't
erasure,
me."
You know, the memory erasure. They erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but
If you could remember, struggle, tell me. Give me a date.
Can you pause this real quick? I can't believe he had no reaction to that.
I know.
She literally
He was just there
said,
too. He lost
I
all his
got-
manner on how to react.
He,
Better day. What is it? Better days? Brighter days? Is this
Brighter
real?
Days Recovery Clinic.
It's in Costa Mesa. What is anything? What is
Drug
anything?
treatment and mental health care center in Costa Mesa, California. About us.
These are all AI
Welcome-
photos.
I mean, look at this, dude.
It kind of reminds me of Severance. It looks like it could be like a cult website.
They have merch. What's
Yeah,
their
it
mission
just says,
statement?
I don't remember.
Just question mark on a t-shirt. So what is this? They just
So it's a drug treatment place in Costa Mesa. They specialize in addiction treatment and mental health care. I think they're not going to tell you exactly how they erase
call
your
'em.
brain.
should we call them?
Should we call them?
Yep.
So, dude, so they erase your memory? Imagine you erase your memory and she wakes up and looks at her boyfriend. She's like, what the fuck?
Who are you? SpongeBob.
He just goes,
Where's Pete Davidson?
Oh, his dick was so big she had to erase it because she could never find another big one like
It's
that.
so big, dude. She couldn't erase that. That's like 2 terabytes.
bro, I can't believe this is a thing.
It's not a thing,
Wasn't
dude.
me.
Dude, here is the thing. I will say this though.
Let's call him.
There's a world where you get so fucking rich and famous that like you end up in this type of shit because your life is a
And it's
fucking
normal.
Yeah, well, your life is just so boring. That's why all these super rich people are like, what else is left? Oh yeah, ayahuasca, witchcraft, fucking,
Yeah.
sucking the devil's dick on a Tuesday after a goddamn burrito.
Listen, if you
Yeah,
talk
so-
to me and you're like, dude, my head hurts, I have too much going on, I'd be like, take an Advil. Or
Yeah.
take a Tylenol. I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, I feel better. She reached out to a friend who's also a trillionaire, who's like, I go to a memory restoration place and they put all my thoughts on a SanDisk hard drive.
Yeah.
And then you, like, she needs more grounded people around her.
Imagine living in that head.
Honestly, we should ask Dr. Drew, like, what kind of mentality do you have to be an actor? Like, what
I would
what-
love
how-
it. We need to get him on.
Yeah, what kind of psychology does that?
Why don't
well,
we
he's-
have him? Wait, why don't we have him call in?
Yeah,
We got.
let's get him on.
I have so many questions for this guy because this it makes me. I need to ask him why it makes me so mad. Maybe something wrong with me. Maybe I'm like jealous or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna ask
but it
him.
it infuriates me. This like pompous like self elevation just kills me. But yeah, we got to ask him. Should we call him?
Yeah, let's call him.
Let's call him.
Dr. Drew, thank you for joining us. You ready to rock?
Yes, do it.
So we got a lot of questions. And first of all, I just ran into you in Salt Lake City. You said your son knew the show?
Oh, both my sons are big. Oh, that was where there's certain things that I established myself in their eyes.
Yes.
That was definitely one of them, big on your show. So
Iconic. Well, we loved having you on in the first time.
It was
and
so fun.
The funniest thing was when midway through the interview, you go, oh God, what am I doing here? And hopefully we have that same exact experience today.
Yes, that's our goal.
How come sometimes I get in my head, I can't get hard? If I'm
get out. When you get head, you can't.
no,
get hard?
that would be a problem. That would mean I might be asexual. I don't like anybody. Sometimes if I'm with a lady and she's too attractive, I get in my head, I go, oh my God, she's too hot. And then things stop working down there. Are they connected?
Yes. Oh, 100%. This is one of the things that I'm so glad my wife is sitting here on the microphone across the room. So
Good.
So she hears this too. Because
Well, bring her into the camera. It can help Trev.
no, she can't. She might make your erections not work.
Yeah, sometimes I'm trying to get head, but I'm too in my head. What does that mean?
Here's the irony in all of this is that women immediately take responsibility for everything that happens. So a woman goes, "Oh my God, it's because he's not attracted to me, or I'm not doing the right thing, or
And I'm not."
And I've had to coach women about this for literally as long as I've been talking about this stuff, which is no. Most often, if a guy has erectile dysfunction who doesn't otherwise suffer from that problem, it's usually because he's too excited. He's too into this.
Wow.
He gets anxious because it's overwhelming almost. And that is where things don't work very well.
That makes sense. Sometimes I have too much caffeine and then I get tired. Is that the same?
You get tired?
Yes, I like yawn. If I have too much caffeine, it does a reverse effect where I'm like, I'm not even energized. I'm just like in the slumps.
That's interesting. And are we talking about with the same person you have these problems repeatedly?
No, this is no. Oh no. This was a while ago. I oftentimes think that anytime my performance was off, it's because I was in my head.
Yeah, it's anxiety. But it's even more than just generalized anxiety that we all kind of understand. But it's really this sort of it's kind of a being overwhelmed. Like I really want this to go well.
Yeah, I'm thinking with the wrong head.
So how do we make her?
Women
Go ahead, sorry.
sometimes don't help it out by going, "It's because you're not attracted to me." And then you say, "No, it's because I'm too," and they go, "Bullshit, I don't believe you."
Yeah,
it's like that makes it all worse.
So is the key to make them less attractive?
That well, I mean, it follows ipso facto.
Good. All right. So so let's so you need to be with uglier women that you're less attracted
hell
to.
yeah.
I think we figured it out.
Oh, I've had this problem with a girl that looked like a Timberland boot. So I don't think this is any.
Maybe it's her being a girl is the problem.
Holy shit.
So glad to be back with you guys.
Yes. As you sip your coffee, you're like, God damn it, why am I here? Yeah, I'm just curious. I think I'm so often in my head with any regards. It's just fascinating how the two are connected.
Yeah, well, in your not for everybody, but yes, it's a very common thing. This is the thing. Do not assume that other people's bodies and brains work as yours does. That everybody's very, very different. There are undoubtedly people who have the same thing, and it's more or less common because none of us are exceptional. It's almost unheard of that somebody experienced something that nobody else experiences.
Yeah.
But it's quite a range of humanity and how the human brain and the human body works.
Interesting.
Is there a way to kind of like mitigate that a bit? Like just kind of like a breathing technique or to maybe center yourself in that moment to make your penis work?
Yes, but usually once you're getting that turtle effect where the turtle's head is pulling back in, you're out of commission.
Yeah,
at that
the shell
moment.
is the only hard thing in that scenario.
And
Yeah,
men
all you
actually
need is a
complain about
plastic
their
straw.
penises feeling numb at that point, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's just completely shut down. And yes, if you can do mindfulness techniques and meditation, that kind of stuff, but you're not going to do that in that kind of a moment.
That's so funny to start meditating. I can't get it up.
I think what I always suggest is maybe you talk about it ahead of time. Like, look, this is, I really, really want to do this. And it's, I get anxious.
Maybe over the
when I wanna
phone.
make somebody
So
happy and I'm
her
really into
looks
them.
aren't even present.
Sort of, the more you talk about it before it happens, the less likely it is. Or how about we get to know this person a little better so it's not such a crazy, intense moment.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so what you're saying is you get to know the person more, and then by knowing them more, you get less attracted to them.
You get less anxious about it.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think anxious. Whenever I'm comfortable with somebody, I never have those issues.
And your anxiety goes down and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you guys, through all the years of doing that, you guys have done this how many years now? Five, 6?
Yeah,
5 or 6, yeah.
What have you learned that has surprised you?
Women can finish.
He literally, I'm not joking you, Dr. Drew. I think a year in, he told me that when he was in college, he literally didn't know that women could finish.
I had no idea.
With intercourse.
With
Yes.
intercourse, yes.
I thought it was a one-way street.
Some can't or can only rarely do that.
Yeah.
I've never felt that. Everyone I've ever been with comes lickety split. I'm
didn't
lying.
know.
I'm lying.
I had no idea. And in looking back, it all makes sense that like there was a time where a nice lady in college was like, "Oh, okay. Well, now that you got that, like, are you going to help me finish?" And I was like, well, "Homework?
Finish what? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? I didn't get it."
She's not talking about your penis. She's talking about oral sex at that point.
Yes. And when that's great because you can't go soft with the mouth. You're always kind of hard if you're doing the oral sex because the mouth, unless you have dentures, then it's a little.
If it's taking too long, I get a little.
And that is something you can learn to do well, right? It's something that you can pay attention to.
Yeah, I've been eating
right,
a lot
honey?
of Jell-O lately to try and learn.
Yes.
So wait, come in. We have a lady here. Come.
Yes. Thank you.
So it is something that men need to really pay attention to, the feedback that women give us in order to become good at that, right?
Are you talking about head or?
I'm talking about oral sex.
Oral and
males providing oral sex to women.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
I can't remember how we evolved. We're so old now. Like, I remember actually you're pretty good at it. So
Bow. Don't need a doctor's note for that one.
That will go on your greatest hits reel saying that because that's about as narcissistic as a statement as you can make.
That's great. Do you keep the glasses on or off?
I didn't have to direct him.
Yeah. Do they fog up?
Do you keep the glasses on or off?
No glasses. No.
Yeah, you can't have lens scratchers getting in the goddamn way, dude.
Yeah.
You know when Dr. Drew's about to go down when he takes our contact lens case.
That's his version of like a hair tie.
Yeah,
you know,
he just takes them off and just puts his contacts in, just ready to go.
I have a question. Why do we always lie to doctors? Like when he's like, how many drinks do you have a week? In my head, I should be like 7. And I'm always like, maybe 1 to 2. Do you smoke? And I'm like, no. Do you want me to? Like, I feel uncomfortable. Why am I lying to a person who I should give the most accurate results to?
Because when we speak truthfully to another person, that reality comes back to us, and we have to accept it fully, right?
Oh wow!
Some of it is shame and embarrassment, right? I don't want to really admit it to this guy; he's going to judge me. But more importantly, is you have to, when you've said it out loud to another person, it becomes more real to you.
Wow!
Like, oh shit, I am drinking. I have to really look at this. It's 8 drinks a week, not 2. Like I'd like it to be.
And we oftentimes think that person's going to judge, but I think doctors have seen any array of horrendous cases. Is there any judgment, or you're like, I've heard it all?
No, we've heard it all. We don't judge. And we know you're minimizing the alcohol and the tobacco and the weed.
So, okay. So this is not a good scale, but it could be. Back in college, when we were immature, guys would say like, if a woman told you her body count was like 7, you'd multiply it by 3. Is that like, if I tell you I smoke 2 cigarettes a week, are you like, that's really 14? Is there a metric to this?
No, we just know that you're minimizing. I mean, your body will kind of tell us if if we listen to your lungs, you're not moving air in the bases. Yeah. We're like, oh, that's not 2 cigarettes, 2 packs of cigarettes. Okay, got it. And if we feel your liver edge, we're gonna bring it up and like we're gonna say, tell me more again about that alcohol consumption. Might you be misjudging that? Might be a little more here.
Right. Is coming fast genetic?
When it's medically relevant, in other words, we're seeing something we're worried about, people usually do come clean then.
Okay. Dr. Drew, I have a question. Is coming fast genetic? If you're
to some extent, we don't know the answer to that really, but it is certainly every man kind of has his clock, right? Yeah. And women too. They have a clock that their body has in terms of this phenomenon of achieving climax. And for some guys, whether it's because of something happened in early childhood or genetics or both, we don't know. But that clock, once it's set, is pretty much set. And you have to kind of manage it. And the best way to manage it is with the other person helping you.
Yeah, edging. Edging
helps if you want, or whatever, or taking a bullet out of the chamber ahead of time, as we say.
Do you suggest that? Because when I take a bullet out of the chamber, that's it. I don't.
My gun breaks after. My gun wants men.
I don't even have a gun.
You got to time it right.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you got to do it through refractoriness, which is however long it is for you.
So
I know biology.
I know the phrase "grower, not a shower." What? So these guys that don't grow, they're just the same at any given moment.
What did he say, Susan? I heard she was laughing out loud.
So when guys say they're a grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
But the opposite, they're just a shower. What's going on there? They're just the same size start to finish, just one's down, one's up.
Because I've seen these guys at the YMCA, and they're like by their knees.
Yeah. Okay. There's not a guy with a 9-inch penis that doesn't have a large, soft phallus also. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Now I feel better about myself.
Yeah.
But there are guys that can look rather small when they're not at attention, so to speak,
Hard.
and can grow quite a bit, can surprise, can impress. When it's not, doesn't look like it's starting from an impressive place, it can get to a point of reasonably impressive.
It's like it's like having like a Toyota Celica with like turbo boosters.
Yeah.
Like a Toyota Celica, like, wow, it's brown. It has the door is white. It looks like a piece of shit. But then when you press the fucking accelerator, NOS, Tokyo Drift, I got a 9-inch dick.
Not nine, but,
not 9,
but bigger than you expected.
It's kind of like an under promise, over deliver type thing, which is I like, because sometimes
world you want to live in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I would rather somebody see a meal and they go, that doesn't look good. I go, yeah, but have you tried it? And they go, oh, wow, the seasoning is really coming through today.
Yeah. Not only that, all those years on Loveline, we used to get much more complaints about too big than too little.
Yeah, that was me calling in.
Because too little you can kind of work with. I mean, some admit it's a deal breaker, and that's that.
Yeah.
Most can kind of work with it. The too big, you're toast. You're just nothing you can do. It just doesn't. The anatomy's not working together.
Yeah, you got to take out a zester and just file it down a bit.
It's like a Ford F-350 in a compact car space. I have a question for you. We saw this chart recently that said that Gen Z is drinking way less and they're just vaping more. What do you think the cause of that is? Do you think there's less social life, so there's less parties, so there's less drinking?
Yes, I think that's so. And less hooking up.
Ooh.
Women, and this happened in every college I went to, and I went to many, many, many dozens.
Hey now.
They would all say the same thing. Well, I drink to make sure I don't have any feelings about the hookup. Isn't that interesting?
In some sense, it's downhill, but it's also uphill. It's like we're drinking less, but are people happier? Because I don't think people are happier.
No, because I would agree with you, because they are still not having healthy connections, right?
I think phones kind of supplemented drinking.
We're getting there. I feel like the Gen Z and below are maybe kind of getting there. Really, what would get us there is bringing dating back. That would get us there.
Oh.
And that could include alcohol use if people want to do that. I mean, that's fine.
Okay, so you say bringing dating back. Has there been a significant downtick in dates and dating, or is it just kind of more hookup culture?
I'm really thinking of in college and those sorts of environments. It just is non-existent for for a long time was non-existent. I think it is kind of coming back. And I think when people get out in the world, they date. That's for sure what happens.
Yeah.
But, if you've not had skill with that, experience with that, it's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, especially because now with phones, that rejection thing still exists, but it's less in your face. If someone doesn't swipe yes on you, you don't even feel it. Or someone ghosts you online, you don't feel it. But if you cold walk up to someone at a bar, you feel that rejection, and then in 10 years you shoot a CEO.
Because you get rejected.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
To shoot the CEO?
No.
It depends on what side of the battle you're on.
That's true.
The skill you need to go up and talk to somebody you're interested in and being able to face rejection as opposed to swiping.
Okay, so this kind of relates to that. Sometimes when you meet somebody and you start texting on whether it's a dating app or Instagram DMs, it's so fluid, and then you meet up with them in person and it's kind of stagnant. Is that just because there wasn't that pressure of the person in front of you and now it is?
It's that, and I think people don't understand the extent to which these online exchanges are pseudo relationships. And some people are very good at sort of making texting or emailing or chatting, even feeling very intimate or very rewarding or very interesting, when the actual person may not be so interesting to you when you're in the physical presence.
Yeah. I have a joke about this where I'm like, you can take 30 minutes to respond to a text. So you have 30 minutes to come up with a cool response. But when you're seated in front of someone, you don't have that time. So you can kind of be boring because you can't Google what this is or what that is when they're in front of you. So then you get the real you.
And not only that, but even through a digital exchange like we're having here through Zoom or through FaceTime or whatever.
OnlyFans, yeah.
Even that, people are really surprised how different meeting in the flesh can be.
Yeah.
It's different.
I've noticed that I've taken so many Zoom meetings over the past couple of years that when I take an in-person meeting, I have thoughts of like, where do I look with my eyes? Zoom, I'm just looking at a screen.
What do I do?
But then I'm sitting across from some producer and he's like, tell me your goals. And I'm like, I have to look at a mole on the left of your eye. Like and these are the things I would never think about when you're looking at a Zoom screen because I'm so natively looking at screens all day.
Lost the ability to make eye contact.
I know.
Yeah, no eye contact. And then also when you're in person, you're like having to wear pants. And I'm like, the Zoom meeting is I'm pantsless.
Yeah. Well, so is Dr.
No
Drew.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. This is really, really. Can I share this? There's no segue to this, but I've been feeling like this a lot, and I'd love your take on it. So I hate actors, and it's really they grind my gears. We watched some actors give an Oscar speech, Adrian Brody, and I'm fuming at this man.
Yeah.
Well, did you see his speech?
No.
Okay.
Tell me.
It's just a lot of like me, I'm the greatest, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like you just memorized lines and I hate you. Is that a reflection on just me being like insecure and I wish I was him, or I'm right and he should fall downstairs?
I think, well, maybe a little bit of both because, usually envy reflects something. When you want to knock somebody down, that's kind of an envy response.
Yes.
And envy usually is something about us that we're jealous, we want to knock somebody down, and that then becomes envious. But I think something more, I think you're putting your finger on something more important. I suspect what you want is his level, and this is not being critical. This is just, I think what this is. Like, look, you guys like standing on a stage and doing comedy, right? That's a pretty bold thing to do. It's you and a microphone. That's pretty intense.
It's a lot of
you feel like you're worthy of getting up there and entertaining a room full of people. And like you and I were in Salt Lake City a couple weeks ago, a theater full of people. It was crazy, right? There was 3,000 people in there.
Yeah.
And you like that, and that you're good at it, and that's fine. But you're seeing this goddamn actor collect it just for reading lines, collect something. He's in front of a microphone and he's making himself look or talk about, or he feels as though what he's doing is as important as what you guys do, or is on the same level as what. And I think we're living in a time when acting was the rock star. When celluloid film developed, that was just a plain old technological advance. And people like Charlie Chaplin learned how to exploit it to make themselves world famous.
Right.
And then Hollywood, the studios came in and captured this and continued to develop people within this new technology that we now hold in our hand. It used to take an entire movie studio to do what we do, what we can hold in our hand now with our phones. And it has changed the landscape entirely, where the actors, while I admire good acting and I like the fact that there are people that act and I admire them, but they're not at the center of attention any longer. And the extent to which they feel like they are or should be feels really weird.
Yeah.
Is that what's bugging you?
No, yeah, that really resonates with me. I think like the veil of like what they do has been completely dropped. Yeah. And so there was this high elevation whatever years ago, but now I think everyone knows sort of what they're doing. And then so for them to act as if we don't know what they're doing, it feels phony. It's just the most.
And that they should have a special status in our mind. Like we should listen to what they're saying. We should be all respected. We should all be amazed that this person is being given an award by other actors and other producers. No, it's all in our phone. We can all do it now. And any of us can get something similar going. In fact, influencers get a lot more than you guys up there, a lot more views and a lot more attention. So you should be aware of that. It's not so much. You're not so much the cool kids any longer. I mean, maybe that's overstating it. But that kind of thing is what's happening, I think.
We've always talked about that. A lot of stand-ups actors on set are treated very gaudy, where everything is at their everything is whatever they need whenever they need it, and there's nobody there to humble. But you can be the best stand-up comic, but if you bomb, you feel that so internally. But if your movie bombs, you go, it's not my fault. But like, I think there's a lot more humble stand-ups because you get humbled. And I think actors don't.
It's a much rawer, bolder move to get out with a microphone and stand in front of a group of people and try to entertain them. That's a major thing. And people that do it well now are really the new rock stars.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, rock stars from the 70s, 80s were just sociopathic kids that wanted to talk to girls and learn how to play the guitar.
We were just talking about that today.
These people to deity status. That's insane that we did that. And I would argue that we're better to elevate comedians because they're one of the things you guys are your two things you're showcasing amongst other things is intellect and command of or use of language.
Yeah.
And I would say that's a pretty interesting thing for people to admire.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with everything you just said. And I think also I think being a comic, for the most part, I think it's a lot to do with being honest, being 100% transparent all the time. And I feel like when I see those speeches, there is no honesty there. Some are. We watched the director of, what's his name, Sean Baker. We watched his thing, and there was so much honesty there. And I was like, oh, I like that guy. He feels real to me. And the other speeches just had a bunch of just inauthentic feeling.
I'm almost embarrassed that I didn't articulate exactly what you said. I think that's absolutely true.
Hell yeah.
I think that's absolutely correct.
I'm the doctor
and
now.
Pulling the veil back, as you say.
To get a little, so I don't even know how to transition in here. I stopped watching the old PORN, right? No porn, off it. Jerking off all the time, habitual jerker offer, and now stopped. Feel much better. I'm saying all that to say, what is your take on the whole porn epidemic currently?
It is deeply concerning. We don't know the full effect of it, particularly on young brains. It is, if you're prone to addiction, this is a crack pipe. I'm holding a phone that you have with you at all times. So naturally, if you have a cocaine problem and you have to carry around a crack pipe, that's a challenge. That is a serious challenge. The point at which, and there's lots of help out there with this stuff if you need it. The point at which we need help in any addiction is defined by consequences. Work or school, finance, health, relationships, legal status. If stuff's starting to happen there and you continue, and I will tell you, if that happens, then there tends to be progression also, then you need help.
Right.
So he said he's been off it for a month plus, it feels like. Is this something like Super Size Me where he's healthier and he can run faster and his brain is more clear? Is there signs to, if you get off porn, is that going to improve sleep or brain or bodily functions or anything? Or is he wasting his time and needs to crank his shit?
The answer is, like any addiction, yes, right? Obviously, there aren't the same biological effects of, say, if you're drinking, but you may not be sleeping right. Your moods may be off. You may be, this PTSD may be, who knows what's being treated. You may have guilt and shame and all these other things. So yeah, if you're not preoccupied, just that in itself can help you function better.
Yeah, I feel like my mood is a little more stabilized. Not like, not like 100%, but I do feel like I'm a big, I like discipline. I'm a big discipline guy. And so when I accomplish the things that I denote in my life as discipline, I feel much better about myself. It's like I work out every day. I try to eat right. And with the no jerking off thing at night, I wake up being like, oh hell yeah, I already have like a W because I controlled myself. I had self-control at night. So now it's sort of like I just feel a little just kind of better about myself generally. And I think maybe that is contributing to not these kind of like massive mood swings. Of course, I still feel them, but not as extreme. Do you think that's sort of playing a part? Maybe.
Have you had other substance issues?
No.
Okay. Because you have to watch out. Sometimes something else will sweep in if you've taken something to a certain level, then another thing will sweep in to replace it. But yeah, of course. And who likes being controlled by something like that?
Yeah.
Right. Especially if it isn't consistent with your self-concept or your ethics or your, what you want to be participating in. Yeah, of course. It has to affect your mood.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Do you think he'll be able to like jump higher?
I'll have more semen in me, so probably I'll not jump as high.
That'll keep him down. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Can he travel with all those liquids in his bodily fluids being over 3.4 ounces.
Before what?
We'll go ahead and move on.
That was a good joke. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. And how do we feel? Because I did a bunch of research before I made this call. A lot about I found a couple articles about semen retention. How do we feel? What is your take on semen retention?
I think it's nonsense.
All right.
Yes. Our producer's all about it. He thinks he can type faster and see better.
Well, no, there's some retention is good. There's kind of a U-shape to our testosterone levels, right? They're optimized when we are sexually active. If you become no sexual activity, your testosterone level falls. If you're having too much, your testosterone level falls, right?
Is that why I'm so tired all the time?
Optimal zone where you want to have some activity, but you don't want to be depleting your chi, as we used to say. You don't want your chi flying all over the place. At the same token, retaining semen too long, it irritates the prostate. So it's not good for the prostate. In fact, some people theorize it can really result in prostate pathology. By the same token, if you're doing too much, it irritates the prostate.
So what's a healthy?
I like my prostate being irritated.
Most males have real deep misconception about how their body works.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's all your testicles, your balls do nothing except produce testosterone and allow these tiny little cells to develop that leak up into the seminal vesicles, and then seminal vesicles gets filled with fluids built by the prostate. The prostate creates all the fluid, right?
Yeah.
And that's just how that works. It's not coming from your testicles. It's coming from your prostate. Testicles are producing the sperm that gets into the fluid, but not the body of the fluid. That's your prostate.
Wow.
Okay.
So what's a healthy amount of semen leaving your body per week?
Good question.
It's different for different people. I'm not sure that's a volume amount. It's that you are not affecting function. You're not doing so much that you're affecting your ability to work and have relationships. You are not preoccupied. You're not having symptoms that you're having urethral irritation or prostate irritation, that kind of thing. And, it's different for different people. That is something very difficult to ascertain.
Okay. I have a random one here. Asparagus makes your pee smell bad. And why is that? And does it make your semen smell bad?
Yeah, and only I think 20% or 40% of people have the enzyme in the liver that converts it to the bad smelling compound. So not everyone has that, but it's a specific byproduct of asparagus metabolism that does that. And yes, it gets all through the urogenital area.
Oh, wow.
So asparagus make.
I saw something on Instagram that said that kiwis make your cooch smell better. Is that true?
Hold up.
Order me a dozen kiwis.
Yeah, I mean, kiwis are delicious. I think maybe a papaya.
It was a Victoria's Secret model.
Ooh.
Tip.
Yeah,
Instagram. Yeah, she knows what's happening.
That's a source you want to rely on.
Yeah. Only source I care about for her is wings or no wings.
So we used to say pineapple and then yogurt, and then all people.
Yogurt.
That's what I'm trying to deliver.
We actually did a test, and no one could tell. And some people
you didn't call me to do the taste test?
No, this was 35 years ago. Sorry.
Wait, how did you guys do the test? Like blindfolded, like a Febreze commercial, and they were like seeing who could taste differently.
I forget how we did it. It was so long ago. It was just a couple of different couples.
You remember, Drew?
It was a long time ago.
You remember? Was it like an intern that day? It was like, all right, lunch has been moved.
As Adam said, maybe 10 years later, he goes, look, you can eat soft swirl and strawberries all day. Your shit's still going to look and smell like shit.
Yeah, what is that about?
True. Yeah, what is that?
If I'm only eating daffodils, why does it smell like a Del Taco?
Right. Still, well, eating Mexican can't make it worse. Let's be fair.
Yeah, what's that about too?
What about eating a Mexican?
What?
No, Mexican food. Oh, so happy to be here always.
You guys are funny.
Yes, they are.
Thank you.
This reminds me of Loveline.
Of Loveline? I know, they took over. They took over from what we used to do.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Drew. That was amazing.
Dude, thank you, sir.
You're No Nut. That's good. That maybe Trevor should get on No Nut now.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. This is Sock Talk from Mitch. He says, Why when a woman gets a vibrator, it is a bit naughty, but when a guy gets a 240-volt master AI robot, non-drip semen collector, he's considered a pervert?
I think just the verbiage there is enough to answer that question.
One's discreet and one has a Hemi.
Yeah, one's discreet and one costs $30,000.
One can fit behind your iPhone in your purse.
And one has to sit with you in the fucking
One's the size
HOV
of a
lane.
sewing. Yeah, exactly. The size of a sewing machine. It is interesting. Like we all have an auto blow, and it's just in a drawer. And if a girl sees that, I'm worried.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Sorry."
Yeah, I go, sorry, you have some competition.
Yeah. And it's a AA battery.
And this thing don't stop. The only time this thing stops is
Isn't
if
that
the
funny?
power grid goes off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Never once like, I'm tired.
Mm-mm. Never once asked for a bowl of fruit. Not a W-2. Nothing. Nothing.
Wow. Robots are the future.
They are.
What other kind of things like do women get away with that men? Like I think like buying like an expensive like candle, and then I buy like Fortnite V-Bucks. She'll look at me funny.
This sounds very personal. It sounds like a very specific example.
I think it's the same for like sports betting. Girl buys a purse and then you lose $1,000 on sports betting.
Yeah.
But one has more value, and that's Prize Picks. Run your game. I don't know. It's just whatever you want to. A purse is you can hold it. It's there. It's either going to go up or down in value. Gambling, it's every 5 minutes. It's like, imagine if that purse increased and decreased value every 5 minutes. It's just a purse.
It kind of does though, because purses are on like a purse market, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, but betting seems frivolous. Like it seems like the chances of you losing are way more than the chances of that purse going down in value, unless your Rottweiler eats it or some shit. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like something else that's like women quote unquote get away with purchasing. That's like, I guess like nails.
Nails and hair is big.
Nails are. I mean, dude, I was talking to my girlfriend's sister, and she said she got her nails for like $120.
It's great. Hair's like $400.
God damn.
Yeah.
For nails, and they don't. And the
They
reason I
be
brought up,
chipping them.
bro,
How hard you tech decking?
dude, one came off, and I'm like, bro, one comes off.
Bro, it's like getting a flat tire on the T on the Tesla. How hard? Like, what are you doing with those things? What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine losing a nail in your own cootie. I'm finding it. I'm putting a fucking miner's hat on, and I'm finding it.
A miner's hat on. What's one of those ones with little spinny things on?
All right.
It's a miner's joke.
I don't get it.
All right, sock talk. This is a down bad moment. It says, just use a $25 gift card from Jury Duty to buy free trials of porn sites like Brazzers.
Fuck, dude.
First of all, they're paying a jury duty?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is this new?
And using a gift card? First of all, can I say this? Whoever that wrote in, you're welcome. Because we fucking paid for it.
The taxes?
Yeah. Our taxes paid for the Jury Duty's gift card to DoorDash, and he used it for Brazzers.
Incredible.
I'm
No
okay with
notes.
it.
So they used $25.
So that motherfucker's going to be hungry with no nut. He's going to say
shit.
guilty to anything. Guilty. Guilty. I want to get out of here. Guilty.
I didn't know that's why they gave it to him for a lunch
For
stipend.
food, yeah.
Yeah. I never got one of those.
You didn't get... Well, maybe in California they don't, and maybe wherever that gentleman lives.
Yeah, I remember last time I went to jury duty. You're just sitting there. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah,
you
can
just
walk me
sit
through it. I've never
You've
done
never
it.
been?
Uh-uh.
I think I said it like this before. It's like an airport terminal that never takes off. You get there, you go through security, they pat you down, you sit in chairs like it's an airport gate, like a terminal, and then you just wait for your name to be called. And sometimes they don't even call your name.
Like
There's
another
like
mic.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes. There's 600 people in there, roughly. I'm just saying numbers.
Oh,
There's a
I
lot
thought
of
you
fucking
meant-
people.
Holy, I thought you meant
There's maybe like there's like 300 people.
So many people.
So many people. And they're just like, it'll be on the screen and be like, if you see your name on here, please go. And then you go into a courtroom. And then out of those like 75 people, they say, are you all eligible to do this case? It would take roughly XYZ time. And then that's when everybody stands up. And this is how I got out of it, because at the time I just started touring as a comedian. And it was my only source of income. I was like, I have to tour these, like, or else I'm not gonna be able to pay rent.
Yeah.
And then after that, they collect the people that can do those dates and then move on. So they're just pulling from like a cesspool. Is that the right word?
Cesspool is like a bad connotation, but like a pool of people.
Yeah, we'll do that. They're pulling from a pool of people, just be like, hey, here's 300. They just like gather you. It's like, they're just a bunch of extras. They're like, we just need people.
Yeah.
Because if these 10 people can't do it, we'll get some more.
So it's 300 people roughly for one case, and then whittle it all down?
Well, I think it's multiple cases. I think
it is multiple.
It's multiple cases, but sometimes, like, if they run out of time on that day, I've done it twice. The first time, I never got pulled to the room, but the other time, I was like, oh, just stand-up comedian, blah, blah, blah. But the first time I went there, they ran out of time, and they're like, okay, this is our last case of the day, and we found people, so if we didn't call you, you're good to go. So you just sat there all day for no fucking reason.
Was it, like, for real all day? Like 8 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Dude, it's like 9 a.m. to, like, 5. It's like a full thing.
What are you doing? Just, like, watching Sopranos?
I think it was on Canva or something. I mean, you bring work. You bring a laptop, and you just fucking sit there in this oddly bright room, and you just start yelling.
Were people sleeping?
It was a mixture of everything. Most people are on work calls or Zooms or something.
Oh God, is it just like a fucking zoo in there?
It's literally an airport terminal. There's people sleeping. There's people playing games. There's people on their phones. There's people working. It's you never feel more useless in your life. You're just a body. And they're like, we need one of you guys to solve this murder. What? I'm on Jerkmate trying to get a golden gooner over here. And then, it's really funny because you walk through security and then you sit down and you're just like, this is the day. And then you get a break and you go to lunch for like 30 minutes. And I remember going to Chipotle and having one of the most fire, and this was when Chipotle was like relatively newer-ish.
Yeah.
It was the best fucking Chipotle bowl ever.
When Chipotle bowls hit, they hit. But sometimes when they don't, you go, what happened?
Yeah.
It's like it's not balanced.
I haven't had a Chipotle burrito since my gluten-free days. And I miss the burrito. The tortilla was like stretchy but cold a little bit.
Yeah. They're too big though. Am I wrong in this?
I love it because then you get 2 meals.
Oh, right.
I'm a big leftovers guy.
I'm not. I always think I am, and I just never eat it. And then I just end up, I did it 2 days ago, right? And I go into my fridge and just throw out every fucking to-go container because I'm not going to eat it.
Too rich.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody. It's really funny, jury duty. It's just really.
I was about to say I want to do it, but I so don't want to do it.
No.
Okay, yeah.
I will say it's really productive.
Right.
You're just sitting there. Yeah.
You think people are just jerked off in the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the bailiffs got jerked off in the bathroom. Like, hey, make sure I'm not guilty. And the guy's like, yeah, fuck yeah. Comes. He's like, Your Honor, I object. What? You're the judge. Yeah, I don't know. It fucking sucked. The second time I went there is when like videos were starting to like kind of get some traction. I remember getting recognized there at like 9 in the morning and be like, this is sad.
Yeah.
This is sad.
Does like Will Smith have to do jury duty?
No. I don't think anybody has to.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, does someone?
No.
Can you Google like someone like super famous that had to do jury? Like, well, they're not exempt.
I don't know how it works, but I think if you're like actually out of town or out of the country, you can like write in and be like, I don't live here anymore. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, or maybe if you're like a person of like people that recognize you, you probably can't do it. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you can't run a jury?
Yeah, I don't know if Tom Cruise can be in the jury. You know, like everyone be losing their minds.
Too short to stand.
100%.
All rise, stand, sir. I am.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. They have to go, but they never get picked.
Right. All right. Well, did we do it?
Yes.
What an episode, guys. We talked a lot about hot topics, you know?
Hot
we
topics.
learned a lot.
That's at a mall.
Fishnets. I'm in. Thank you, Dr. Drew. We love you. Also, guys, a friendly reminder, man. Patreon drops every Friday, ad-free. New bonus episode every Friday. It's fucking crazy, and we get a little wild because our parents aren't watching, okay? So get on that. Stiff Socks. It's patreon.com/StiffSocksPod. It's only $5 a month. It's crazy and awesome. So get on that and come see Mr. Wallace, Mr. Bloss on our tour. And that is it. I got a big old dick.